Bringing people and communities together on seclosounds.org.
Your listening station.
Good morning and welcome to the Sticks Radio Show here on Seclo Sound. Today on the show I have, well, a fabulous guest, a legendary guest. We'll be talking to him in a little while. His name is Roy Hudd. Many of you know him from Coronation Street and other things. And then we'll be talking to him in a little while. But let's first play a song from, well, they're touring under the banner A Love of a Duet. They're called Ben Savage and Hannah Saunders. You can see them in Dunton in Bedfordshire on the 28th of May. And this is their new single, I Gave My Love a Cherry.
Gave my love a cherry that had no stone. Gave my love a chicken that had no bone. Gave my love a story that had no end. And I gave my love a baby with no crying. Can there be a cherry that has no stone? How can there be a chicken that has no bone? How can there be a story that has no end? How can there be a baby with no cherry when it is blooming has no stone. Chicken when she is peeping has no bone. Story of our love has no end. And a baby is sleeping has no Gave my love a cherry that had no stone. Gave my love a chicken that had no bone. Gave my love a story that had no end. And I gave my love a baby with no
Today on the show, well, I've got, this term's used a lot, legend, but I have a legend with me, the fabulous Roy Hudd. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning to you, Terry. Legend.
I suppose, I've been described as a legend in my own lunchtime, but we won't go into that one.
Oh, I'd rather you didn't.
I mean, you originally were born in Croydon.
Well, someone had to be.
Yeah, well, it's the home of Nestle, isn't it? So
That's right. Well, the terrible thing was that my mum moved just before I was born, and I've never forgiven her for it. She moved to Croydon just before I was born, else I'd have been a Cockney. If she
I must admit, my father's a Cockney. He comes from the East End, and I remember going up there when I was about 1969. I was about 7.
Yeah,
and
about the same same age as me then.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm a little older than you, actually.
I think you probably are.
Yeah.
You sound older.
Thank you very much. But, yeah, I mean, Croydon's, I mean, it's sort of, it's not really a show business place, is it? Or is it?
Well, it was amazing because I started in a boys' club down there, you know, doing amateur shows. And the two people I made friends with way before doing anything to do with the business, one was Edward Woodward.
Blimey.
You know, the...
Callan, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, I didn't know, but the two of us did a series up in Manchester, yeah. The Dustbin Men, it was all about, you know, Commoners Market was called.
Yeah.
We were both dustbin men, you see. And the first day's film when we got there, and Ted said, look, he said, come and have a cup of tea with me in my caravan, you see. So I thought, if he offers me a sweetie, I'm off, you know. I got there, and he said, everyone said they're going to tell you this story, because it's true, he said, but I've always said, no, one day I'll work with Roy and I'll tell him the story. He said, now, you know, I come from Croydon. Well, he was our most famous son, you know, was Ted. So I said, yeah, I do. He said, and you lived in Neville Road. I said, that's right. He said, and your grandma's called Alice. I said, that's right. He said, and she had a mate, he said, called Mary. I said, yes. He said, well, that was my Aunt Mary. I said, good God, no. He said, yeah. He said, and when they used to go shopping down the market there, he said, I used to babysit you.
Really?
Me!
Oh, God. That's frightening, isn't it?
Babysat by the Equaliser.
Yeah, the Equaliser, Callan, and,
I know, wasn't that something?
Yeah, I know. I hope you behave yourself, otherwise he'd have shot you. No.
It was quite funny, because when they did a Ted, This Is Your Life, you know, and I went on it, and I took on a plastic bag with two nappies in it. And I said, this is in case you do it again, Ted.
Oh, I love your style. I don't actually recall seeing that. I used to watch This Is Your Life regularly, and I really, in many ways, I wish they'd bring it back.
Well, me too.
Because it's really nice. I mean, it was, should we say, a little bit syrupy. I mean, they did gloss over some of the corners, the sort of things that went on in some people's life. They sort of glossed over it a little bit, but
oh yes, they did. Yeah,
but it was still quite a nice. I used to enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. But you don't live in Croydon now. You live in a part of the world I know a little bit about.
Good Suffolk.
Suffolk, yeah.
Which we love. We lived in London all our lives until about 11 years ago.
And you moved.
And it really got pretty horrible where we were living. So I said, we're going to move now. And all that. So we did. We looked round everywhere, and we'd had a lot of good holidays on the Norfolk Broads, you see.
Yeah, I know it well.
Well, it's fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Place for a holiday, you know?
Yep.
So anyway, we go up and then we start looking round that area. And it was just that bit too far from London, you know, where I was doing a lot of work, you know, radio and stuff. And so they said, no, we'll have to have a look somewhere else. And then Debbie found this house on the internet. We'd never been to Suffolk in our lives. But it is just marvellous. My missus loves it. Yeah, and so do I.
It's
been evacuated during the war to the country in Northampton, you see.
Oh, I know Northampton as well.
Yeah. Well, I was evacuated to a little village just outside Northampton called Maidford, and I brought up, really, with all the aunties being land girls and that. We all went down there, you see. So it was great. The whole family were down there, but I got to like the country life.
Yeah.
Then I got back to London, of course, and all sorts of different things happened. But as soon as I got down here, I started to go all country for you again, my dear.
It's a lovely place. I drive through Suffolk regularly because I have a house in Norfolk as well as where I live.
Oh, right.
And so I go up there very, very regularly, actually. So I drive through Suffolk, through the Thetford Forest. And
oh, it's lovely.
Lovely place. I really enjoy it. I've got a house very close to the coast, and
smashing. We love it because it's really, not one of those sort of tarted up counties, you know.
No, it's flat.
Like Surrey became, you know.
Yeah.
That became sort of all wagon wheels for farm gates and things like that.
Yeah,
but it was all like pretend country. But I mean, here it's full farming. You know, that's what you're into.
Yeah.
And the farming people are bloody marvellous and good fun to be with. You know.
Yeah.
We love it there, and damn sight more community stuff goes on here than ever did when we were living in London.
I know. towns. I live in a. I think the people who listen regularly know I live in a little village in Bedfordshire, I love the village life. Town life doesn't float my boat at all. I love to go to the town, do what I need to do, come out of the town, and that's really.
That's me too. Well, my missus now, she said, I hate going to London. And I'll be honest with her, I don't like it very much.
No, I don't enjoy it. In fact, the last time I went to London was for the 2012 Olympics. That's how long ago it was.
Oh, blimey.
So it is a long... And I can be in London on the train in 20 minutes from near my house, so that's...
Well, there you are. Did you win a medal?
I didn't, but one of my relatives took part, so I went along and they came 8th, so I was delighted.
Oh, great stuff.
So,
wow, there you are.
My niece...
I think the last time I saw the Olympics was in 1948.
Blimey.
When it was held in London.
Yeah.
I think that was the only time before it's ever been held in London.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
But we love it in the country here. It's absolutely marvellous.
Well...
And we're not too far from Milton Keynes, of course.
No, of course not. You'll be about under 2 hours, I reckon you'll be in Milton Keynes.
Oh, blimey, not half. Dead easy.
Easy ride. So you won't be late for the show.
No, fair. No, we're going up north now for... we're doing a thing, believe it or not, we're doing the one-man show at Market Drayton tomorrow now. Sort that one out.
Yep, well, you'll enjoy it. I mean, you've been in show business for many years. But you had a little bit of a career doing a few other things before you came into show business.
Oh yeah, well I did everything. I started as a commercial artist. You know?
Yeah, and you worked with a famous gentleman. People may not know the name, Harry Beck, but he was.
Well, that was my teacher. That was my teacher. Was a man called Harry Beck, whose great claim to fame was he designed the London Underground map. Now, how about that for the most brilliant piece of design?
Yeah, I hope he got paid for each one that was printed rather than...
wouldn't that be marvellous if he got PRS on the map?
Yeah, he'd have made a few quid, wouldn't he?
It would be good, wouldn't it?
It would have been fabulous.
Harry was employed by the London Transport or whatever they were at that time, and he just got his ordinary money. He didn't get anything special at all. And I mean, up until... a few years back, you always had his name in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, H.C. Beck. Yeah. Then they took it off, and a few of us wrote and complained it was taken off, and blimey, they've put it back on again now. So they should.
But you work for an advertising agency. You're a window dresser now. You work with Harry Beck.
That was good. But I'm walking much better now, you know.
Oh yeah, you don't walk like John Inman anymore.
Hey?
You don't walk like John Inman anymore, then?
No, not anymore. No. I've given all that up now.
Then in 1958, which was a few years ago, you took a summer job at a place I used to love. I haven't been for a few years, the lovely Butlins, and it was at Clacton.
Indeed, it was at Clacton, I'll say, you know. And Clacton means a great deal to me. I worked there quite a lot, even when I came out of being a redcoat. But it was a terrific way to get your foot in the door in show business, was being a redcoat. Because it didn't matter if you were any good or not. You know?
Yeah, because the house was full, wasn't it? The theatres were full.
Well, that's the point. There was all that. And the thing is that as long as you were friendly to all the campers, more friendly with some than the others, I might add.
I'm saying nothing.
We'll draw a veil over that. But once you actually got into the camp, as long as you were friendly and jolly, took the kids on the fairs, did all the competitions and stuff, you were terrific as far as they were concerned. But then when you got out and did a couple of gags, well, they were on your side, you see. The audience, so it was great. It was a great kick-off, that. I was in a chalet next door to a chap called Harry Webb, who eventually changed his name to Cliff Richard.
Yes.
He was in the next door. And the other side of us was a man called Dave O'Marney, and Dave O'Marney changed his name to Dave Allen. Oh. He didn't do too bad either.
No, he didn't. I used to love Dave. And, of course, Cliff has a bit of a local connection because Cliff was brought up in Cheshunt, which is in Hertfordshire.
Really?
He was, yeah. And there's actually a road there, I believe it's still there, called Cliff Richard Way. He doesn't live there anymore, I hasten to add. But he used to live... And I used to work in a restaurant where Cliff used to come in, going back in the middle 70s, and Cliff used to come in this particular restaurant, and I can assure he was a lovely man. Whatever you read about him.
I mean, it's just described disgraceful the way he's been hounded.
He has been. I mean, that is, you know, I know people who've worked with him for about 20 years, and they say it's utter rubbish.
Well,
and
of course it is.
You know,
I mean, the fellow's a lovely bloke, and, you know, and he's always got, I mean, the incredible thing to me is I was sort of stooging along for many years, but Cliff